60th birthday this Sunday. Known as probably the most competitive guy of all time on the court, off the court. If there's one thing you're confident you could beat him at, though, what would it be?
Ping pong.
You're good on the table, are you?
Confident in my skills.
All right. What happened on Wednesday? And, the holiday to give up something for 40 days. What would be the most difficult thing for you to give up for 40 straight days?
40 straight days. Right now, probably basketball.
Okay, that's fair. Thanks, man.
What influence did Michael have on you as a young guy?
Growing up, I was a Knicks fan, so his influence was more negative.
You hated him. In other words, you hated him.
Yes. It was, I think as I got older, I just appreciated his talent a little bit more. But as a kid, when you're rooting against him and he's beating you every time, it's not a good feeling.
Never wore the shoes then, right?
I did wear the shoes too.
Couldn't.
The shoes were just too cool. You had to get them.
Do you have a memory or anecdote that stands out from his career when you were growing up in New York?
Yeah, I remember when he came back wearing number 45. Came back to the Garden. I was in there. I scored 55, and everybody thought he was going to take the last shot. Dime.
Big Bill.
Big Bill.
Do you still feel?
I was not happy about that.
Do you still feel his presence in the building in Chicago? I mean, is it inescapable?
Yeah, but I think it's a positive, I don't think that we would have, the fan base that we do now if it wasn't for Michael Jordan, you got to respect the tradition, all the hard work that went into winning, and we have very demanding fans, but at the end of the day, it's great because they appreciate winning.
Joe, obviously, you were excited when you found out you were making it here. I know it's early in the weekend, but what's the experience been like so far? And do you remain as excited as you were when you first found out?
It's an unbelievable experience, just to be with all these great players and to share a similar experience with them and just spending a little time with them. It's just, to me, it's really humbling, and it's a lot. It's pretty intense. You wake up, you don't have a lot of things to do, but I'm just trying to, enjoy the moment as much as I can and just appreciate it.
Joaquin, est-ce que tu peux faire la même réponse mais en français, qu'est-ce que ça fait d'être là? Est-ce que tu en prends plein les yeux?
Moi, je m'en prends plein les yeux. Plein les yeux, je suis vraiment super content d'être là. Je vais pouvoir partager un moment comme ça avec tous ces super joueurs et participer, je sais même pas vraiment quoi dire, mais je suis vraiment ému et ça me fait vraiment plaisir. J'essaie juste d'apprécier vraiment ce moment et c'est vraiment sympa.
Tu vas nouer le dialogue avec Garnett et Philippe James,
Ouais, mais je crois que c'est bizarre parce que tu vois, quand je joue contre tous ces gars, c'est les ennemis, quoi. Et partager des moments comme ça ensemble, je crois qu'il y a vraiment un respect commun. J'ai beaucoup de respect pour ces joueurs-là, même si sur le terrain des fois ça part en couille.
Ouais.
Je crois que c'est vraiment un moment pour se dire vraiment qu'il y a un respect entre les joueurs je me souviens quand j'étais jeune, ces joueurs-là c'était mes idoles, quoi. J'avais leur maillot et tout ça, j'avais leur poster dans ma chambre. Et maintenant, jouer dans un All-Star avec eux, ça me fait beaucoup.
Est-ce que Tony te prend un peu sous son aile, il te montre, il va t'emmener dans des soirées, te dire ce qu'il y a à faire, comment ça se passe, c'est ça?
Ouais, je crois.
Toi, t'as prévu tes soirées ici de ton côté ou pas?
Pas vraiment. J'y vais quand je vais kiffer exactement. J'ai mes meilleurs potes qui sont là, mes 30 potes. J'ai des potes de Paris, j'ai des potes d'Hawaï, j'ai des potes de l'Afrique, j'ai des potes de partout qui sont venus.
Profiter.
On va profiter exactement.
How did your dad's influence? Do you feel you become more confident than?
I feel like I learned a lot. I learned a lot from my father. I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky to have father who was a professional athlete because we have a lot of things in common. You know, throughout my journey in basketball, I always had somebody that I can talk to with my father, and I know how hard he had to work as an athlete. And I don't think I would be in this position right now if it wasn't for the way he taught me how to work. I don't really look at it like that. You know, it's my pops. I don't really look at it.
What are the qualities you got from him?
I would say the biggest quality I got from my father is probably his work ethic. You know, he's always been a hard worker. Played with a lot of fire when he was a tennis player, and somebody who didn't have a good backhand, didn't have a good forehand, very weird or unorthodox kind of style when he played tennis, and people kind of say the same thing about me, so I'm proud of that.
But he was very flamboyant as well. You are the same way?
I guess.
When did you first meet Dwight?
Excuse me?
He was talking about your days as a water boy earlier today. Tell me about that.
I was the water boy. I was the water boy at ABCD camp.
In New York?
At Fairleigh Dickinson for Sonny Vaquero's camp. And it's another reason why I feel so lucky to be here right now, because I know that I came from very far when it comes to this basketball. And you know, to be the water boy and to know that some guys remember me as the water boy and now to be in this position, it really is special to me.
You were invited to that camp? How did that all go down?
The security guard at the camp was my basketball coach, so I stayed in his room.
When you were at Florida, David Lee kind of welcomed you to the fray, and tell me, to share this experience, he's on the other side, but to share this with David Lee, what are some of the great memories and how special is that?
D-Lee was kind of, you know, he was the big bro. You know, he was a senior, I was a freshman. He always looked out for me. We always got extra shots in the gym after practices or